Hi, this is Sherry Seiler. I'm the teen librarian at the Bucyrus Public Library, and my lovely assistant, Erin, the adult librarian, downstairs decided to help me out here. This is going to be the teen craft for the month of October, and what we are making, I'm going to zoom in here, are book covers. They're leather-like book covers. Okay, go ahead and take that apart. Okay, to put your favorite books in. All right, what you're going to get in the kit specifically is that you'll get a key, you'll get a split ring, and you'll get a cord, and you'll get the leather-like or faux leather, and along with the template. What you're going to need at home is a pen or a marker, paper towel, some tacky glue, or Elmer's glue if you want. It's going to be better with tacky glue, and because it'll go dry faster. And then you'll need a ruler and some scissors. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's start. So what we're going to tell you first is you want to measure your book. You're going to get this piece of paper, and what you're going to find is that if you want a manga, because you need like a 1/4 inch on either side, is that this is too long and you're going to have to cut a 1/4 inch. Show them the template. So the template is made so that it's already a size for a trade paperback, and that if you wanted to cut it down to manga size,
I'm going to show them the trade paperback
okay,
and how it fits nice and snug in there. Perfect.
right.
We got to cut off.
So at that line, that's where you would be marking it for a manga. Now, if you were using a paperback, as you can see, there's also a paperback line, and that's where you would cut the. You need to cut the template, and then you would be able to mark your piece of fabric to match that, okay? Because you don't want it to be too large. So she's using the manga, so she's going to start with marking where the template is. So she's lining up the edge.
Just right across here?
Yep. Now, it's not going to go clear across, but if you keep moving it, you can get a full line, or it'll be close enough.
It's pretty dang close.
It is. I think you can probably manage that. All right. So now you have a nice line. You can do this with an ink pen. A pencil probably is not going to show up, but a marker or an ink pen would. Now, you go ahead and just take your scissors and cut that off. Now, this will give you, although we're giving you a suede strap, if you were making something for manga or for a regular paperback, you're going to have a little extra material there, which you could use for a strap later on, rather than the suede one. At least it would be matching.
You could even find a small journal to put in here if you really wanted to.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. There are journals the size of
Right.
the trade paperback.
Right. My
And
memoirs
although
would be
it's kind of-
leather bound.
Yeah. Well, you know, I had one of these when I was a lot younger, but I had bought it from a bookstore, and I loved it. I loved it. Okay, so now what we're going to tell you is that you're going to measure your book, because what you need to do is you need to pull your flaps in. Now, what you want to kind of do is find the center. You have all this extra. That's your flap. Okay. So you don't want it perfect. You do want a little extra. Okay.
Kind of a good way to see it, like
Right.
the size.
And what I've put on here is that, you know, it's got a 3-inch fold. That's typical for a manga. Now I'm actually going to give you some other directions. Typical for a trade is going to be like 2 inches. And a paperback is going to be a lot longer. Or you could cut some of it off if that's too much of a pocket. So you don't have to be precise. You want to be close, but you also want a little bit of play. So we've already determined that's about 3 inches. And what you can see is that once you go ahead and do that, let's do that again. Show me to do it.
Sure. What I did was just open it from the center and fold it so it's not right against it, but you see there's like a teeny bit of room here. So you can move it around if you need to.
And what it's going to show you is that once you've just pushed that down, go ahead and open it back up again. You're going to still see the crease. So there's no more marking after that. So once you've done that, go ahead and you can measure this if you want. Go ahead and get your ruler. Measure how long that is.
It is About 3
About
inches
3
on the
inches.
dime, yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and mark the other one at 3 inches and fold it over. Now you'll have your folds. And you don't have to mark both sides. It's pretty
Once you line it
reasonable.
up,
Stick
yeah.
your finger in the center of it and then, yep, push it down. Now you've got creases. All right, now here's the easy part. Go ahead and get your tacky glue. All right, so let's start over here on this corner. All you're doing is putting a bead of tacky glue on the flap from the crease out.
Just like this?
Yep, right on the edge. You don't want it thick. Do it on both sides. Okay. Now fold it over where your crease is, right? Stick your tacky glue bottle on top of it. There. Now get your piece of paper towel, and what I want you to do is to squish some extra out. Not real hard. It doesn't. You just want the one that would just squirt out to it, and you're doing it from inside to outside. Because if the glue comes up too much in here, you won't be able to get your flaps in. All right, now you're going to grab something to hold it down.
Oh,
We use books in here. I do not recommend this at home, especially if it has a paper cover. If you had a piece of, nice cellophane to put over top of it.
Like parchment paper maybe or anything?
Yeah. Something that's got wax on it that's not going to, because there is some excess. We tried to clear some of that excess out with the paper towel.
I'm going to go ahead and glue this.
All right, so
side,
go
too.
ahead and glue the other side. And then tacky glue is going to take a couple hours, maybe 4. I did them overnight just to be sure. So we kind of, when I did this, I set it up. Tacky glue, like I said, should dry within an hour or so, or 2 hours, or 4. And, but if it's too soon, and you open it up, and it's not held down anymore, you lose your glue and you have to start over again. So the longer you can keep it there knowing that it's going to be, so like I said, I did it ahead of time, set it overnight, and then the next day it's easy. Okay. Ta-da! Okay, we're back. So after waiting for it to dry, this is like those cooking shows where they put the pie in the oven and then pull one out that's perfectly cooked.
It's been an hour.
All right, and one of the things is that I wanted to show you that this one here had actually not been cut so that it could fit a trade paperback. And so we're showing that. And this one's a rather thick one, so if it had been thinner, you would have had to pull the flaps in a little further.
It fits
But
in there
go
just
ahead and
fine.
get the other side.
Oh, you want the other side?
Yeah, I'll show them how it fits. Because this is how you're going to put your book in.
Maybe the time. There we
Be
go.
careful, yeah.
Got
Well,
clumsy hands.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
delicate. There we go. Look how nice that is.
See, and that fits very nicely on there. So, you can do it so that you don't want it to be oversized. Now, if you put a different book in it later, it's probably going to be oversized. But if you wanted it to fit your favorite book, or like you said, you had journals that you liked. So, all right. So now that you have it glued, here's how we're going to do the extra pieces. So let's take one of the ends. Just open it up.
Start with
Now you're
bottom.
going to figure out approximately where the center is. You don't have to measure this. You're just going to eyeball it. Now I can't get a good
Sorry.
bead on what you're doing. Now she's going to snip
That's about the center.
a little off center, because you're going to do
Oh, yeah,
like
right.
something that's just a little more than a 1/4 inch. Okay, and just in a little bit. All right, now let's show them what it looks like. Okay.
Just
not
tinning.
getting a good read on that. So let's see if we can get it across there. Is
Oh,
that
there we
there's
go.
just a little slit in there. All right, go ahead. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your split ring now. Oh, you didn't cut the other
No, I
one?
didn't cut the other one yet. I'm slow.
All right.
There we go. So now it's on both sides. So
Okay. Now you're going to take your split ring. And you're going
terrible
to
at these.
split it with your fingernail. And you want that little edge, you're going to feed it through.
I'm terrible at this.
Well, everybody is. It's just as much trouble with me.
Oh, got it.
So, and it's really not that hard on it. And
No, it's
I-
easy with that
It's
one.
easier than with keys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now you have a little latch. Now the reason that we do this, if we can show how thick this cut is,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and pull the ring up. Or yeah, there you go. That was working. Okay. The reason we're doing a quarter inch or a little more than a quarter inch is because if you get too thin on that, this material is probably going to rip. All right, so now you're going to do the same thing on the other side.
I'm going to kind of measure where it's about the same here.
Yeah. And like I said, you can mark it if you want.
That's about the same. And then I'll
If you want to be
Cut
kind of
it.
precise. You're cutting it in no more than like a quarter of an inch. All right.
same deal.
Yep. And now you're going to feed your cord through that. So this is a little harder. I put my fingers inside like she is to push the hole out. Let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit and see what you're
Sorry.
doing.
I think what I'm going to do is feed
Do
it on
one side
and
and then
do the other like that. And then tie it back in there so I won't have to scoot it around.
yeah.
Either way.
It's not the way I did it. I pulled them both out on one side, tied it together,
Either way would work just fine because it ends up looking the same.
and then moved the knot through.
I'm going to tie it like this. Probably be easier with this leather.
Yeah, I just made a knot, made sure it was tight.
All right, a little knot. There we go.
Okay. It's good now. If you pull that side through. Ta-da! You have the string.
And that's really secure because that
Yeah.
we didn't cut it skimpy.
And, you know, that knot may come out, or it may not.
I didn't put my key on, but I can do that.
I want to show them. Here, pull this one out. Pull the book. Okay, so, here, let's put that up against there.
Yeah, there we go.
I had lots of extra string left over.
I'm going to open this real quick and just put
So
this
you do have enough string that you don't have to do the knot that close. And you can always cut off the extra if you want.
I
Okay?
forgot to put my key on first.
No, you don't have to.
Oh, that's what.
Well, yeah, you do.
I forgot to put my key on first, so I'm just going to open
I'm sorry.
my thing. And put
It
on
has
there.
there's a jump ring on the key, okay?
So if
So
you-
you could open it up and then slip it on. But yeah, I'm sorry. She went right on.
I
the-
know.
to-
I was too excited.
Yeah, if
But-
you put the key on first, it'll slide right through it, but otherwise, you can always, like I said, open up the jump ring
Mm-hmm.
and then slide it back closed. All right, so put your book in.
Nice and easy, because I got clumsy hands. It really is easier if you like bend that back like that. What I was doing. 'Cause then you get it fit in there perfectly.
Well, typically, you're not gonna be pulling it in and out of the book cover. You're gonna
Once
put it
it's
in
there,
once.
it's pretty.
But we're doing this for show of different processes that we're doing. Okay,
There we go.
all right. So basically, you're just feeding the key through through the key ring. And that's it. Now you have your book. There you go. Okay, now it's not really secure, it's just kind of flopping there, which is it's for effect.
Yes.
Now we can have you take this and show you the mistake I made. All right, so
yeah?
other things that you can do once you have it is you could lay down your own bookmark. Go ahead and you take the bookmark out. All right, and take the book out. All right, so when I glued this down, I didn't realize that this lace that I was doing had, was actually
Oh.
lacy. The glue came through, and I had a piece of cardboard on there before I put the book, because I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
want it getting on the book.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I glued the cardboard on there. So, yeah, whatever. I think I'll go back with a marker and just black it out so that I'll make it look brown.
That's really cute, though, the little.
But yeah, you can do your own little bookmark then that's glued to it if you wanted to. I've seen the ones where they cut a hole here and here and then use some more cord,
Oh, yeah?
to go through there. And let's show them your medallion. If you want, when you're, if you have some costume jewelry that, you wanted to use somewhere, it's all got broke. those can get glued down.
Wherever
So
you
you
want to
can
do it.
decorate it, you can put your diamonds on it or gemstones or, but yeah, decorate it yourself.
You could even
If
probably
you-
do stickers on
Well,
this.
here we
too.
have the same sort of thing,
Mhm.
is that if you get one of those markers, oh, great, fine. She doesn't want to
I don't want to draw on mine. Here, you know what?
Here.
I'll put my initials on the inside.
Here.
Oh yeah, there we go.
There, we have a fake piece. So that if you get the glossy markers, they can go right on it. Yeah.
See, I'll put
And
my.
you could personalize it. She's putting her initials inside there. This book belongs to
Aaron Nicole Rose.
Erin.
Perfect. I have my book up here upside down, but that's okay.
But it's as simple as that. And like I said, other than waiting for the glue to dry, it's really pretty simple to put together. And these are going to be make and takes. So, or, I mean, these are going to be grab and goes, not make and takes. Grab and goes. So basically, I will have all the materials in a bag. You come into the teen room, you can pick up a bag, take it home with you, and make it. Watch. I'll have a link, or tell you about the link for the video, so you can watch how to make it or how to decorate. Option 2 is you actually can make an appointment with me, and we can sit down, and I'll give you all the materials here. Plus, we'll bring out my other lace and charms and whatever, and you can design your own stuff. You can put some, decorate it with some of the supplies that we have here. All right, and that's pretty much it. Ta-da! Thank you.